Amazon flips. That's what this video is going to be about. And as the title suggested, this is going to be a new way of sourcing that you can learn if you don't know what flips are. Because if you don't know what they are, then that's going to be new for you. So you're going to want to pay attention and watch this video in its entirety for if for nothing else, just so that you know another way to source, because this way is probably not used very often. I don't think you've heard much about it. So this is going to be good for you as you're continuing to grow and learn ways to find products that you can sell using the arbitrage business model. Now, if you do know what flipping is, I want you to hang around and watch the video as well, so that after you take in everything that I have to say and, analyze it, then you can leave your comments, opinions, warnings, whatever, anything of value that you have that you can help us, because we need you in the community, both the Amazon seller community as well as the YouTube community. Imagine how important you are. So with that being said, let's get started. This is going to be so exciting. This is what to sell on Amazon. I'm Horace. Let's go. All right, hustlers, thank you so much for taking a moment of your time to spend with me. My name is Horace, also known as La Machine, and this is what to sell on Amazon, where we talk primarily selling on the Amazon platform using the arbitrage business model. So if you're interested in that, if you want to continue to be involved with that, consider subscribing to the channel. Matter of fact, do it right now. It's absolutely free and you won't miss any of the content that we continue to pump out each and every week for your benefit. And also on that note, let me tell you real quick, on this channel, we focus primarily on the beginner. We love the brand new newbies. So if that's you, I'm telling you right now, if you're having any kinds of difficulties, I can help. What you can do is text the words working class hustler to the number on your screen, and that way you can connect with me, and right away you can begin to text me any types of quick questions that you want answered. I do it all the time. We'll get more into that later. Now let's get on into the video. We're talking about Amazon flips, guys. So for those of you who don't know what Amazon flips are, that is where you take an item, you buy it from Amazon, they send it to you, you turn right around and you send it right back in. Now, when we talk Amazon arbitrage, you hear people sourcing at Walmart, Target, Bed Bath & Beyond, Best Buy, Bath and Body Works all the time. You hear retail arbitrage, you hear online arbitrage, all of that's great. You're not going to hear that much about Amazon flips. Here's what I can tell you. We're going to get into the video and I'm going to show you exactly how it worked for me. So pay attention and hang around, because what you really want to get out of this video is evaluation. That is what this whole arbitrage thing is about. Understanding how do you evaluate. It doesn't matter whether you're doing flips, whether you're doing other types of places to source from. You need to be able to know. You need to be able to look at a product, take in the factors that are going to put the odds in your favor. We take risk in this business. No matter what you do, there's a level of risk, but life is a system of odds. How can you put the odds in your favor that you're going to get your desired outcome? That is what this is all about. Now, let me tell you. So just to be sure that we know what a flip is, an Amazon flip is where you go out and you go and find a product that Amazon is selling themselves. Okay, not a third party on Amazon, although I've done that. I don't recommend it. I'm talking you're buying it from Amazon. You have them send it to you and then you prep it, send it right back in along with the other things. You're not going to just send a few items. Typically, you're sending at least 30 items in at a time. Okay, so we're clear on what a flip is. We need to get into a quick disclaimer about it. Okay, here's what, because you're going to hear people say, and someone probably will leave a comment out here to say that it's illegal, that you could get in trouble, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I've done flips for a long time and I've been doing Amazon arbitrage since 2017. I've been on the platform since '08, but arbitrage since 17 and I've done flips. I've never had any problems, but you have to understand, if you're going to do Amazon, don't get cute. You're not really going to scale your business doing this type of business model with Amazon flips. Let me give you an example, and we're gonna unpack that a little bit more. But for example, when there's a really good deal on Amazon, they're gonna limit typically the amount that you can buy. It may be 5, it may be 3. Don't get cute. Don't try to use your other account to order more. Don't try to create another account so that you can try to scale. Don't get cute. Another thing, a lot of us, including myself, we have Prime accounts. You cannot use your Prime benefits to have that product expeditiously sent to you and then turn around and get that product back in. You cannot use your Prime benefits to have the product sent to you. Those types of things will get you in trouble, okay? Now, it's easy for somebody to say, oh, you can't do it, you can't do it. Let's go deeper. Unpack that. Don't get cute, okay? Amazon, they know it's happening. Just like they know arbitrage is happening, and you'll hear people of certain ilk try and tell you that it's not legal. Amazon is not stupid. They know what's going on. Just don't get cute. As long as you're not getting cute, I don't see you having a problem with it, but I'm going to put that out there. At the end of the day, you're taking a risk just selling out here on Amazon. They can always change their rules, as many of you have learned, okay? There are things you've sent in, and then all of a sudden Amazon says, guess what? You can't sell that anymore. Now, what are you going to do? You got to figure it out. But as far as getting your account suspended, that's the dreaded thing that people love to talk about, especially your fear mongers. You know, don't get crazy with it. If it's not for you, still take this in, because you can use the evaluation process in other ways. No, do your research. You like doing your research, right? This is what's going on right here. This is primarily research, and then you can make the determination once you see what I did. Now, here's what you got to understand. Let's get into it now. Because the bottom line is, after doing my research, I really couldn't find anything that says you definitely cannot do flips. I didn't find anything that says you can do flips. Again, Amazon knows what you're doing. Just don't get cute. Now, for those of you who want to flat out say that it is illegal, that's great, but I'm going to call you out on it. You don't get to just say it. You're going to have to add value to the community and reference it. Show us where we need to go. Or if you want to give anecdotal evidence, if you want to talk about how you got some issues, Amazon contacted you, anything like that. But to just throw out there stuff like that, no, we don't. That's not how we're going to do it. Okay. Now, I know for a fact that it's going on. I'm going to show you how I did it. I haven't had any problems with it. So if you want to say something, be ready to back that up. And that's great for all of us. That way, we're not just throwing stuff out there. That's the easy part, to just throw stuff out there. To do a little bit of legwork to actually benefit someone, that's a little bit more involved. And that's where people choose to not contribute. So just to put that out there. Okay, there are basically 4 things that you need to evaluate. You can get a little deeper, but on the surface, mainly there are 4 things if you're going to use my method. 4 factors to consider as far as whether or not this would be a good flip. Okay, number 1, is there a product? You're doing this for money, right? Number 2, you're looking at the product rank, because that's going to give you an idea of how popular the product is. If you have the right tools that can give you estimated sales, I would use that. That goes right hand in hand with product rank. Okay. Is Amazon in and out of stock? In and out of stock? Because if they're selling it and you're doing a flip, you're not going to turn around and buy it at the price that they sell it to you at and then be able to compete right back at that price. You need them going out of stock. And then every time they go out of stock, you see that product jumps up. And I'm going to show you how to do that in a moment. Okay. And that goes right into your keeper chart. So and you want to look at the number of sellers. Okay, that's going to help you to figure out, could there be potential IP complaints? It's going to help you to evaluate what are the other sellers selling the product at in terms of price. And those are the 4 things. Now, before we get into that, you might be wondering, okay, because we're going to look at a specific case study here. We're going to look at a product that I decided to do a flip on, and we're going to see how I did with it. So the question becomes, where did I come up with this flip? And how did I decide that it would be a good flip? So we're going to watch a quick clip, because what I do is I provide leads to people, and not just a spreadsheet, because you know how I am. That I'm a teacher by nature. So giving you a spreadsheet, that's not good enough. Does anybody ever get spreadsheets? They call them leads lists. It's a spreadsheet, right? No, that ain't how I do it. I want to coach along with it. I want you to know who put the list together, me, and why did I choose these items. So I'm going to talk about it. So you get a video that comes along with it. So what you're going to be viewing, you're going to be viewing the coaching video that goes along with the spreadsheet. This is something that you can get involved with if you'd like, but just so that you understand what you're looking at in context. Okay. So Jim, show them that video clip so we can figure out what I did, why I did it. Then we're going to come back and then we're really going to delve in and see exactly what happened.
Now we hop over to Walmart. Now I really want you guys to pay attention to this. This is a rice cooker, kitchen and dining. Sales rank good. 90 sales rank good. Estimated monthly sales 232. You're going to get it for $18.19 at Walmart after you sweeten the deal. It's buy boxing. I'm not going to say it's buy boxing at $49.99 because it's probably not. But if you can get yours to sell for $49.99, you're going to gross $11.84. That's a 65% gross return on investment. Now, I want you to pay attention because there's something I'm going to challenge you. Here it is for $21.92. Now, remember, Walmart's doing pretty good lately with cash back and stuff. You can save 7% at Be Frugal. You can get a discounted gift card at Card Cash for 10%. That's 17% you're saving. That's different, guys. That's different. Okay? Now, when we come over, the first thing you're going to say is, oh, Walmart's selling it. Yeah. I think they have a maximum. Either they only have 3 available or they're saying the most you can get is 3. I wanted to say, I'm not seeing that though. It could be they only got. This is a popular product, guys. With that rank, this is a popular product. Actually, 966 units is what the estimated monthly sales is. I'm going to change that. What do we say? 966. Guys, this will eventually sell. And watch, here's what you can do. If you want to jump in on this and buy 1 or 2, whatever it takes to get your free shipping, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to buy, this is showing 3 in stock. I'm going to buy those 3 right from Amazon, and I'm going to turn around and sell them on Amazon. I'm going to do what's called an Amazon flip. I'm going to get them. Okay. And then we're going to see what happens. So pay attention to this listing because by the time you go to it, you may not see any being sold by Amazon. It just depends on what they're doing here. We don't know what their strategy is. But I know with that many, look at that keeper chart. Now here you can see they had it in stock. Then they went out of stock. They went in stock. They went out of stock. They're back in stock. Guys, I'm telling you, look at your competition. You shouldn't have any issues with, you got 6 people selling this all together. You shouldn't have any IP complaints. And the only prime, Well, there's a couple of primes, some used acceptable. Well, that's the warehouse. So it looks like only Amazon is going prime on this. I'm going to turn around and send them right back in for prime. This is exciting.
Okay, guys, so I hope you got out of that video clip what you're watching that for is how did I evaluate? How did I decide that that product might be a good flip? Okay, the thing of it is we're going to dive in and we're going to actually show you every step of the way what happened. But just to quickly go over those factors again, what are the 4 things that we're looking at? Is there a profit? What is the product rank so that we can get the estimated monthly sales? Is Amazon in and out of stock? Did we use our keeper chart to figure that out? The number of sellers, okay, so that we can see what are they selling it at, and does the number of sellers, when we look at those sellers, is that an indication that we won't run into any IP complaints? So now let's get in. So watch this, gang. The first thing we're going to do is take a quick look at my Amazon account for today. Let me highlight my cursor so we can follow along just to kind of show you where I'm at. So if you look, today's date is July the 21st. The year is 2021. And if you notice, I don't do a whole lot, guys. I do realistic numbers. I work a regular job. So if that's something that you can relate to, hey, we got a connection here. I had 8 sales today for $214.64. That's what we had in the last week. This is what we had in the last 15 days. And for the last 30 days, we've sold 449 units, $10,858.03, just to give you an idea of, the types of numbers that I do. I get to keep about, anywhere between 15 and 20% after taxes. You can do the math. No, it's not a get rich quick thing, but it does work, and you can figure out whether or not you want to get into it. So here's what happened, guys. I want to show you when I bought the item. So check this out. This item delivered on June the 8th. Okay. And if I recall correctly, it only took a few days. So there you have that. And so when we come over to my inventory lab, we have videos on that if you want to learn. That's a software that it was developed specifically for Amazon sellers. If you want to know, it actually helps you run your business. And with it, I was able to look and see, okay, when did I send that product in? I actually sent it in on the 9th. So yeah, I didn't fool around with it. It came in, I kicked it right back out, but it came in just in time for a major order, okay? The shipment that I had going out. Now here's what I want you to look at. This is the product as it appears on Amazon right now today. Really nice sales rank. If we use, I'm using a Chrome extension that comes along with tactical arbitrage. We'll talk a little bit about that later, but that gives me estimated monthly sales. I'm looking at the keeper graph. I can see how Amazon is in and out of stock. But watch this. When you go to buy, this is Amazon. There is a maximum order limit of 3. And then that's how you can see how that's why I ordered 3, because there was a limit on how many you could get. Don't get cute. Again, so here is the 3 that I ordered, and this is what I paid, right? I paid $69.72 divided by 3. So I paid $23.24. Okay. So we got that. That's what I paid per item. Now remember, we sent those in on June the 9th. Okay. Stay with your numbers. June the 9th. And guess what? We sent 3 of them in. Guess what? Amazon went out of stock. And immediately when they went out of stock, I sold 2 of them on the 15th of July. Now, follow me. From the 9th of June to the 15th of July, and I got the price that I wanted, which was $49.93. Now let's unpack that for a second, because you're going to be asking, okay, Horace, how much money did you make on that? We come right back over to Inventory Lab, and there you can see those have already been reconciled. This is what I mean by Inventory Lab, guys. That's why I say, the Inventory Lab helps you run your business. You can actually look at. Remember, what did we say the buy cost was? See, we were able to enter that into Inventory Lab. You can't do that with Seller Central. You can't do that. So you're not going to run your business through Seller Central. It's great to start, but do you want to be dealing with spreadsheets and everything else? Because you got to run your business. Okay. This was what they paid. This was our cost. This was the net profit. This was the return on investment, 30%. That's not bad, guys. Now, this doesn't take into account that it probably cost me about 50 cents to get the unit in to the warehouse. Okay. This does not take into account these set. What did we say? We said we sent them in on the 9th. I didn't look and see exactly when they were inventory, but they didn't sell from the 9th of June to like the 15th of July, where you got to pay storage cost on that. How much storage? Watch this, guys. Okay, now look at inside of Seller Central. If you go to help, type in monthly storage fee. This ain't rocket science, guys. Look at during certain periods, you're going to pay a certain amount per cubic foot. Now you'll notice in the fourth quarter from October until December, you're going to pay $1.20 per square foot. Between January and September, you're only paying 48 cents per cubic foot. Now look at when you come in, tell you what you can do. You can go into Amazon fulfillment reports and you can request a report, a CSV file. You can't get July yet because we're still in July, but we at the end of June and into July, now you can get June's report. And once you click to download it, then this is what you'll get. See right here, we tried to get July and we couldn't get it. This says download. It's not going to let you because this is the range from June 1st to June 30th. Okay. They're calling it, well, they saying I requested it July 20th. Okay. But it's the June report. Once you download it, look at, you'll get your spreadsheet and look right here. I got it highlighted. Look at, here it is right here. When we scroll over to the right, what do we pay? 48 cents, just like what we looked at. So if you're wondering, how do you find out exactly, how much did you pay in storage fees? You can get that report. Now it's going to be a month late, so you're reconciling, but that's what you notice, over in Inventory Lab. It does things like that, like reconciling. But guys, now you have a real life example of an Amazon flip. It works, but you gotta look at the factors. Okay. What did we say those factors were? We're going to break that down one more time. Look at, is there a profit? You got to use the tools available. Now you can use the Amazon revenue calculator. That's free to use. Just go to Google, type in revenuecalculator.com. We got videos that cover that already. Okay. I use Inventory Lab. We got videos that cover that already. Okay. So that tells you, is there a profit? What's the rank? Okay. What's the estimated monthly sales? You use your tools to figure that out. Is Amazon in and out of stock? You need a product that they're constantly going in and out of stock on. Okay. It took me about a month. It cost me about 50 cents for those two items. Now I still got one sitting out there, but we're not in the fourth quarter yet. So that's costing me 50 cents basically a month. We can live on that and still make some money. How much did we do? Roughly 30%. Can you live with that? If not, find another product to flip if you want to flip. Okay. What are the number of sellers out there? You know what I'm saying? That's going to tell you whether or not you might run into IP complaints or things like that. Okay. Guys, if you have anything of value to add to this, anything, I don't care, opinions, you don't like it, you do like it, you've tried it, whatever you can contribute to the community, please leave a comment. I don't do flips all that often, but if I see one, I'll take advantage of it. Okay. If you're scared, don't do them. There's plenty of other things. And see, this is the beauty about this business. People can talk all day long, but here's one thing they can't say. There are so many opportunities. You ain't got enough money to take advantage of all the opportunities. This is abundance. This is the epitome of abundance. There's no way. You can't take advantage of everything. That's why I don't care. I don't mind sharing, because I believe in abundance. I preach it and I live it. See, everybody want to get into their motivational speeches and all your memes and everything else. And then you want to hoard and live a life of scarcity. No, I preach it and then I live it. That's why I put myself out there to help you. And on that note, we touched on tactical arbitrage. We didn't go deep into tactical arbitrage, but let me show you real quick. See, around here, all roads lead to tactical arbitrage. And so this is what it is. All it is software that allows you to source without you having to do it by hand, going from site to site, picking a product, then having to take that product by name, sticking it in the search box on Amazon.com, searching, trying to find a match, then going through the entire evaluation process. This is mining actual products for you based on your criteria. You put in the ad hoc query and you figure out, have the software bring back the data that you're interested in terms of, where you want to source, what types of products, categories, what type of profit you want to make, what type of return on investment, whether or not you want to get on a product if Amazon's on it as well, whether you want to get on a product if it has a certain number of sellers. You can set the max, the mins. I mean, there's so much you can do with it, but there's a lot to unpack. So in order to get the most out of that software, we have some free quick courses. We call them the lightning courses. It's a series. You've got part 1, you've got part 1.1, you've got part 2. Those in 10 minutes, about 10 minutes each, they will show you how to do things so that when you take advantage of your free trial, you know how to do it. You'll actually be making money while not even paying for the software. Once you know at least how to set up a search and get one going, then we want you to use the link down in the description, but we don't just want to say, hey, use my link because I'm an affiliate. No, first we want to make sure you can get the most out of it. So we put this together for your benefit. Ain't got to sign up for nothing. Ain't got to give no email. Ain't got to go nowhere. It's right here on YouTube, on this channel. So take advantage of that, and as a side note, for those of you who do know, if you do know how to use tactical arbitrage, you see this column right here, with every one of the steps in using tactical arbitrage is clicking the restrictions to see whether or not you can even sell a product, right? That is a big deal for a lot of people, because you're talking 511 pages worth of stuff. Do you want to click going, line by line? That's so much time. But you notice up here, you see that 4C? That's an extension called Tactical Forecaster. You click on that and boom. If it's green, you'll be able to sell it. If it's red, keep it moving. And look, right away, you can just scroll down and get through. So if you're interested in something like that, get connected with me. You got my number. Text the words working class hustler to the number on your screen. Get connected and just ask, hey Horace, I'm interested in that extension or whatever the case may be. And yeah, get connected with me. Also, I touched on the fact that so much of this business has to do with evaluating. Once you know how to do that, baby, the world opens up. This ain't that hard. It's not rocket science, guys. If I can do it, trust me, anybody can do it. But you don't know what you don't know. Once you learn how to evaluate, guys, you got this. That's why we got 2 videos out there. The 7 steps to choosing a product, to picking a product. Once you know how to do that, it's game over. So watch those as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video.